So apparently today there was some sort of big PS5 reveal which I paid no attention to because honestly I wasn't expecting much. Until they announced God of War 4 2 Norse Boogaloo, I wasn't exactly hyped for the PS5. But now, hot damn, we've got us some bangers off of this reveal. So the three I'm most looking forward to are as follows. Gran Turismo 7. See, back in the day I played Gran Turismo 3. In my old top 24 games I've ever played, it was really high up on the list. I think it was like 11 or 12. And while the ranking has dropped substantially now after playing many more awesome games, I still love Gran Turismo. The fourth one was kind of a letdown. I put a lot of hours into the fifth one, or at least I would have if, I kind of lost interest in the series at that point. But this Gran Turismo 7 is looking slick as hell. I mean, look at all these cars, look at all these tracks, look at these graphics. Honestly, I think I would still prefer a Gran Turismo 3 remaster, or a remake, but hey, I'll take what I can get, and I'm actually looking forward to this one. Haven't been excited for a racing game since Gran Turismo 6, and I didn't really put too much time into that, because it came out at the same time as Batman Arkham City. Well, it didn't come out at the same time, but I played them at the same time, and come on. Who's gonna play a racing game over Batman? Unless it's Batman Arkham Knight. Anyways, moving on, we then have Miles Morales, Spider-Man. Apparently I tuned into Yoda there. Spider-Man Miles Morales, the sequel, or next game, in the Spider-Man PS4 series, and this is looking sick as hell. I mean, I liked Miles. He was one of my favorite characters from the game, and I knew that he was going to become a Spider-Man because, well, the ending and the DLC, but this has actually hyped me up quite a bit. The visuals are looking slick. I don't know if any of this is gameplay or just cinematics, but it's all looking awesome. And I'm really hyped to see how the story plays out, because Spider-Man PS4 was the second best game of 2018 for me, and the story was probably its strongest aspect, and I'm super excited to see where they take Miles. And finally, possibly the most surprising game that was announced is also the one I'm most looking forward to, actually. A Demon's Souls remake. See, Demon's Souls came back in about 2008, and I played it in 2018 for the first time, after already beating Dark Souls 3, meaning I went from the equivalent in terms of controls and polish, I went from the equivalent of a pristine chocolate cake to a decaying brick in terms of the quality and polish, because my main problem with the game was just, it was so clunky compared to Dark Souls 3, I just couldn't adapt to it. And then I played Bloodborne and the problem got even worse. It took me about a year in total to finish, playing it on and off amongst the other games, including Dark Souls Remastered and Dark Souls 2, and overall it just wasn't that great of a time for me, so I ended up not liking the game as a result. But this remaster, apart from the Flame Lurker, who I reckon looks just a little bit worse than the new art style, is looking slick as hell. I mean, the graphics are fucking gorgeous. The redesigns, oh my god, apart from Flame Lurker, I am feeling intimidated just looking at them. The new music lacks a little bit of the cheesiness factor of the old one, but god, it is so good. This looks easily like it could be blasting Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2 out of the water if they update the controls with more smoothness and maybe tweak a few of the bosses to make them a little better. This game could be genuinely fantastic. Who knows, it might even compete with Dark Souls 3 for me, though that might be giving it a little too much credit, but overall, it successfully got me hyped. Not many games do that nowadays. Seriously, I'm confirmed buying a PS5 as soon as I can, and God of War 4 2 isn't even out yet.